So let me ask you a question. What does the point of no return actually look like? I think we've seen it last night. I really, really do. Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. Listen, this is my review for Real Housewives of Atlanta. This is season 16, episode 5. This is what we all really were waiting for as far as this season goes, which is what in the heck really did happen with Kenya Moore and why Kenya Moore was suspended from the show. And truth be told, now, it started up last week. Okay, so I had a whole lot to say about what happened last week. I really did feel as though if production and Bravo and all the powers that be had done what it is that they needed to do last week when that situation happened, when the little child pulled the whole veiled threat with the firearm, if they had done what they needed to do and got her up out of there, then this would have never happened with Kenya. It would have never happened with Kenya. Now, I'm not letting Kenya off the hook with saying that, but if we really were keeping the girl's best interest at hand, when Brit made that veiled threat, Brit would have been up out of here. There's no excuse for it at all because we've been around for 16 seasons. In 16 seasons, you want me to believe that you all ain't figured out how to protect these women from one another and whatever else. So I don't think that this should have ever actually even, we should have never even got here. We should have never even got here. And then there's a lot of other things that went on that told me a lot of the story. First of all, Brit, and see, and I'm gonna have to, I don't know how I'm gonna do this without jumping to the end, but I'm gonna try. Let me tell you something, Brit, while it's on top of my head. You must come from the stupid, dingy side of the ghetto. You understand what I'm saying? You come from the stupid, dingy side of the ghetto. You don't come from the street smart, I'm about that life side of the ghetto. See, I don't believe you that girl at all. All that talk you was doing, and I don't play like that, and she better not, and she don't know this is what real life is. An act. All of that is an act. I don't believe you're that girl at all. I believe you are the pretty girl who has some cousins, possibly, who are about that life. Okay, one more time for the ones in the back. I believe that you are the pretty cousin who has some cousins that probably look like a fist in the face, who are really about that life and will really get down there in the churches and scrape up their knees and have their fingernails all half broken off like they in the 1970s porn. You know, but I don't believe you are that at all because you made stupid moves, very stupid moves. I'm from the ghetto, child. Okay? I grew up blackity black. I mean, I know what it looked like. I mean, I know what struggle looked like. I didn't struggle. So don't get with that. I didn't grow up in the projects, but I've been to the projects. I know how to conduct myself in the projects. I know what lurks in the projects. I know how to move around. I know when it's time to get the hell up out of the projects. You understand? I understand what that life looks like. I understand when somebody says, I got my gun on me this day. You think we still gonna sit around and be sipping champagne? No, I'm already putting things into motion. See, because I already came in the door with an exit plan. But you're not that girl. You're not that girl that has an exit plan entering the building. That's how I enter buildings. I enter buildings with I need an exit plan because you just never know. And that comes from being in the ghetto. That comes from being in the ghetto. And I black ghetto, but the white ghettos too. The white ghettos too. You think folks in trailers don't know an exit plan on how to get up out of that trailer park when it's time to go? When you know, but you're not that girl. You're not that girl. Because if you was that girl, there's no way you would threaten, veiled or flat out, that you would threaten nobody with a gun and then go to an event with them a short period of time later. Talking about you apologizing. You ain't seen them. You don't know what's going on. Then you got some fake friends around who tell you, yeah, girl, go on down there. Them friends ain't from the ghetto either. Kelly ain't got your back. Kelly taking you to an event. Y'all riding together to an event with a girl you threaten. You feeling okay? Are you feeling okay? Because if you threaten me with a firearm and you don't use it, see, that's what I was always taught. You don't pull a gun out and don't shoot nobody. You just don't. Because if things have gotten that escalated, that a gun has to come into play, then you need to be using it. You'll be telling nobody you got. Ain't nobody supposed to know that you got a gun on you until you cut their gut with a hot one. That's when people are supposed to know, oh, damn, he got a gun. Ain't nobody supposed to even know you got it. You leave your gun up underneath your titty or down in your belt buckle or wherever. It shouldn't even be public knowledge that you got it. The only way is this public knowledge that you got a gun is if people know you shot somebody before. And then people just take for granted that you always got one. But it's not even supposed to be public knowledge. You don't tell nobody that you got a gun. That's a show and tell. Show and tell. Just a game I play when I want to say, I love you. That's when you know I got a gun, baby. When I done popped you. That's when you know. Ain't nobody waving guns. Ain't nobody pulling out knives. You don't pull out a knife unless you just, when they see your knife, somebody should already be like this. Unless you got a straight razor and they don't know till they walk down the block or pass out. Am I telling too much of my business about who I really am? I guess I am. You can play if you want to. You can play if you want to. Kaufmans don't tell Gimbals what their business is at all. Why am I tell you my business plan? I got a gun. Do you? Thanks. Thanks. And then I see you later after you threaten me with the gun. I ain't spoke to you. I got to think that you coming to finish the job, right? I mean, that's where my mind. If I was Kenya Moore and I'm sitting in my event, you threatened me the last time we were together. I ain't heard from you. I ain't seen you. Ain't been no resolve, nothing. I'm having a whole event and you show up. It's time to hurt you. It's time to hurt you. And I ain't talking. No, those are the times of fighting. No, we're not going to fight. No, we're not going to fight. Fight? We past fighting. What are you talking about? At this point, we're trying to see who lives, not who can win. You already went past that. At that point, it's all ass and elbows. This is how the security should have actually had Brit when they seen her coming in the door. That's how Brit's entrance and exit should have gone. She should have never even been able to get up to Kenya. So all of y'all playing games, and Kenya, let me get you. Okay, so we're just discussing this issue anyway. You knew better than what you did. You've been you've been a celebrity for a very long time. Everybody knows that revenge porn is a crime. It is a crime, Kenya. And the reason why you ain't in jail right now is because of your celebrity. It's because of your celebrity. Now, last week I had things to say. I didn't appreciate what happened. I blame Bravo. I blame Brit for what happened. But your retaliation, the retaliation that you did, you know damn full well that revenge porn will lock you up. It will lock you up. And the only reason why you ain't locked up is because you Kenya Moore. Because if SpillitBoyTV would have pulled that, they'd have locked SpillitBoyTV right on up. I don't have the machine behind me like you have the machine behind you. But if I get into it with one of these YouTubers and I pull an old nasty piece of revenge porn on them, my ass will be locked up. And my mom will be somewhere trying to explain something, and I'll be behind the bars trying to explain that, child, you know better. And you knew better. And like I said, point of no return. Yeah, you were there. You were spinning all out of control. You were determined to do your big one. You were going to embarrass, because you felt some kind of way. How dare her? How dare her come on my show and give it to me like that? That's what it was about. That's what it was about. For real, for real. How dare her come on my show? And I'm with you. I'm with you. Everybody know I'm the show bully. I'm the one who puts you through the ringer when you come in. But you going to pit me and you going to do me? No, you're not going to do me. I get it. I absolutely get it. We went through that with Nene and Kim. Y'all remember that? That whole thing. When Nene got real mad at Kim and was finally really done with Kim and that little daughter of hers, when they came to her house and said she had bugs in her house and all that, you got everybody laughing at me. How dare you? This is my show. And you was right in that same position. You're in the same position, and you were going to teach her a lesson. You were going to teach her a lesson. And you went all the way there. Like you went all the way. Like you really did her. But people was trying to stop you. There were so many times that you could have stopped Kenya. So many flags that said flag on the play, flag on the play. You can stop. And everybody around you, them ain't none of your friends. Your people, them ain't your friends. Them ain't your friends. They was just egging you. I'm sitting looking around the room. I'm looking at all the little hairdressers and the little makeup artists. Oh, girl, yes. But people will do that. Go. Dox the people. Oh, yeah, girl, give it to her. And they don't care what happened to you. Nobody thought enough of you. Well, the few people that did think enough of you to say, Kenya, too far. And you were like, don't tell me, because you were already over on that other side. You knew that you had to, in your mind, you felt like you had to finish it up. And it was pathetic. It was pathetic. It didn't even hit. You say that porn was on Google, but it doesn't matter, Chloe. It doesn't matter. And that's the part that people don't get. Down here on these streets, on these YouTube streets, and wherever else, you take it from one spot and you put it in another spot with malicious intent, which is embarrassing them. It's a crime, and you will be prosecuted for it. And it could be on Twitter, and everybody knows Twitter ain't nothing but the melting pot for porn. Twitter is the new, or X, whatever. It's the new Tumblr. That's how Tumblr used to be. You couldn't open Tumblr without turning your head. I went to Tumblr originally looking at architecture and fabrics and fashion. Child, shortly after that, it turned into Pornhub. And that is what X is. I can't open my Twitter without looking over my shoulder. Now, I don't mind it. I mean, I'm fine. Listen, I like boys and girls and things, and I'm grown. So, yeah, I want to see. I'm nosy. I want to see it too. I've seen more things and learned more things over on X and said, oh, y'all doing that now? What? What you say? But you got to proceed with caution. You open up X, you better be looking over your shoulder. Don't open it up at your job at all. Don't open up a job. What? Ain't no telling what your co-workers will figure out about you. Look at you open up your X on your. It is what it is. But you take something off of there. I bring it over here. You could be done did whatever the worst thing that you could think possible to me over here on YouTube. I pull something that you posted over on Twitter, and I bring it here to YouTube, and I play it. First thing going to happen, YouTube's going to shut my account down. And if you feel like it, then you go and you get your lawyer, and you come and you have me locked. Smooth the hell on up. And guess who will stand behind you? YouTube. YouTube will stand right behind them, locking you up. Locking you up. It's about intent. It's about intent. And you intended to destroy her. You intended to destroy her. It was real tacky, and it didn't even flow. It wasn't really good. People, I mean, you wasn't reading the room at all. People was trying to stop you. You was hollering at them, face all twisted up. You know, you just was in it. You were so in it, you couldn't even talk yourself out of it. And it was stupid. It didn't even flow good. Like, it wasn't even, I was like, what are they all hyped up for? This looks stupid. It looks stupid. Hey, Geechee girl. It looks stupid. It was like, girl, you put the nails in your own coffin with that one. But the truth of the matter, if it be my brand, I would have got rid of both of y'all. I would have suspended anybody. I would have gotten rid of both of you. Both of you. You doing revenge porn. She threatening folks with guns. Both of y'all got to go. I'd have got rid of both of you. Both. Hey, Brenda. I got rid of both of y'all. That's just the truth. That is the truth. I got rid of both of y'all. And then it kept, that's why I said there were so many times that you could have pulled back. When she approached you, I don't feel like she should have ever been able to get close to you, but she approached you. She got there. She was late. You had a whole hair show competition on the thing right there at the opening. Whole hair show competition. And they show up completely after that. She got flowers for you. You say, I don't want them flowers. Get them damn flowers out my face. When she seen that, she said, okay. You was giving her the cold shoulder. She was like, okay, all right, I see you ain't on board. You don't want my apology. This, that, thing, and the other. And she left. She left. You were doing this whole performance because you thought you was turning it. She wasn't even there. That was the part for me. If I am going to drag you, I'm going to drag you. And it's different if you're like making a video or something. But you up there, you're explaining everything about what has happened with you and this girl to this crowd of people. They don't know her. They don't know what the hell you talking about. They don't know how you got here. You going to explain it. They don't care. They came there about the opening of your salon. And then I was supposed to talk about this last week. It is supposed to be legacy. It's supposed to be legacy. This whole salon is really about Brooklyn. It's really about Brooklyn. You literally sat on here and told us how you used the money that you had saved for Brooklyn's college, and you gambled it, because that's what you did. You gambled it to do this. And that's what business is. Business is just a gamble. It is what it is. You made a decision, and I'm sure you put everything into it, and you did all the research that you could to do this, and you felt like you did a safe gamble. I don't think it's going to turn out that way. I think that maybe you better start up her savings fund for college all over again, because I think this shined a bad light on the whole salon thing. Don't nobody even know what the salon is about. What's the salon about? Doxing and exposing people? Showing your castmate on her knees with no partition, please. I mean, what's it about? I still don't have a feel of what the Kenya Moore hair spa or the salon spa or whatever it is. I don't know what service it is that you offering. Is it a regular hair salon? Is it a special event place? Is it, what is it? Because at this point, it looked more like a special events place. You had a hair competition. Well, people don't go to hair competitions every day. And then it wasn't even no type of hair that you are planning on doing. It was a fantasy hair competition. So what is your spa about, really? What's it about? Gossip? You come in here, lay back, get your toes done, get your nails done, and find out the latest gossip, because that's what you presented. We'll show you the biggest whores in Atlanta. Is that it? And then we'll give you all the receipts. Because that's what it was. First slide, you got all, even when you went to have those pictures done, who did that? Who assisted you in that? Because you ain't no printer. You don't work for Kinko. Who did the boards and stuff for you? Who did that? They ain't think enough for you to say, Kenyon, that don't sound like a good idea. Everybody just kissing your ass and listening? Everybody's around you just kissing your ass and listening. I can see that. I definitely could see that, knowing you. You twirling. Everybody team twirl. Everybody kiss your ass, tell you it's a good idea. First, I think the first slide kind of seemed like her and her old face, her before she had any work done and that kind of thing. Then after that, it kind of, she had the second slide, that kind of looked like, you after the work and that kind of thing, and like post-surgery, and then showing you with some of the men that you done been frolicking around with. And then the last one, girl, that's when you did the big one. She blurt on her knees, blurping bird. I said, really? Really? And then the thing, I mean, it's oral sex. Big deal. But I don't need nobody having no picture of me up in no salon showing it of me having no oral sex. And meanwhile, half of the people there probably had just did it before they got there with all the, ooh, girl, shut up. Half of y'all did it on the way here. Half of y'all wanted to do it and ain't had nobody to do it with. Shut your goddamn mouth. But it just didn't hit. It just seemed desperate. It just seemed very inexperienced and very loose and just, I don't know, just erratic. It just didn't hit. It was not good. It was not good at all. The whole event, I thought, sucked. I really do. I thought the event sucked. Even at the event, we got Drew and Porsha. Nobody cares what y'all two are talking about. Seriously. And again, there's an overtone of the violence. Then Porsha tell Drew, she said, when Drew told Porsha, she said, hey girl, and she was like, I won't be bothered. And she's like, girl, I won't bite. And Porsha told her, not in my face. And she told her, don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. And then go on. Don't talk to me like you singing no song, playing with me. And then did you hear Porsha tell her? Because I can make you ring. I said, oh, damn, now you going to beat her ass? So again, this is, okay, we wanted a younger cast. We got a younger cast. We got a younger cast. It's younger women. Listen, they're going to have to be protected against each other, because sometimes when you got younger women are quick to whoop an ass. It just kind of is what it is. Now, y'all remember, Porsha snatched Kenya up out of her soul a few years ago. Sure did. Get over here. Snatched the shit out of her. So younger cast of women, we're gonna have different types of protection, different way of moving, and protect these women against each other. We're gonna have to. Angela, girl, you talk out of both sides of your mouth. Both sides of your big mouth. You really do. Oh yes, Kenya. I'm on your side. Just shut up, Angela. Just shut up. Every time you talking, there's missing pieces to your story. What was that whole situation over there at your mother's house and with your daughter? Beautiful little daughter, by the way, but what was that about? Your daughter out of order, you out of order, your mama out of order, and your sister was definitely out of order. You sitting over here, and see, the thing is, you opened it up. You told us from the door. And before I do that, just hold on right there, Angela. Here's another thing that I wrote in my notes. I think Porsha knew that Kenya was going to retaliate against old girl, but I don't think Porsha knew exactly what she had up her sleeve. But Porsha made a comment and used the word retaliate. You know Porsha not smart like that. She's not smart like that. So I got a feeling that, and not to retaliate is really a big word, but we're talking about Porsha here. Porsha's the one that actually believes that the Underground Railroad was actually a choo-choo train, honey. So she is not the sharpest knife. She's not. She never has been. Never has been. Okay. But I believe she knew. I believe there was some conversation about if she show up, I'm gonna let the bitch have it. Which is the same thing, because before Brit did what she did, she had that same type of conversation with Angela. She told Angela flat out that if Kenya gave her any type of smoke, she was going to let her ass have it, and she did. And then they try to act like they. And Kelly, girl, shut up. Shut up. Your arms is too short to box with anybody. Just shut up. Anyway, but Angela and the daughter. First thing you said that was wrong, Angela, that your daughter's your best friend. That's your first mistake. Your daughter's your best friend. No, she not. No, she not. I believe at one point she probably was. At one point she probably was. And I can tell some of the conversations that you've had with her, you believe she's your best friend, because all this talk about the way she was speaking. I went over to grandma to get the car. I wanted to use the car that you bought for her. Excuse me. Hold on, little miss. I wish either one of my boys would approach my mother with any type of fever about something that I bought from my mama. Well, I wouldn't even have to deal with it because my mother don't play like that. If they even approach my mother with that type of in their voice, it'll be all ass and elbows, and it'll definitely be that when I get there. The way that the daughter was speaking, first of all, if your mother gave the car to her mother, what the hell you talk about, miss? It's the mother's car. She ain't got to let you use her car, gal. It's her car. Get the hell on. Where's the car your mother bought for you? And if she didn't, go buy your own damn car. Get out of my face. So right away, there's a issue right there. She's not your best friend, and she's not your mother's peer. And she ain't got no business rolling up on your mother, telling your mother about no shit that you bought from her. Who the hell are you? Girl, you better get out of my face. So that triggered me right in the beginning. Okay? So the little daughter, cute as you are, you out of order, sis. Your grandmother's not your peer. Okay? And your mama ain't had no business discussing her mama with you like that. Okay? Now, she done bought the house. And that's the whole other thing. The daughter and her having these conversations back and forth about the house. She bought the house for the mother, this, that, thing, and the other. This is the thing that I be telling people about all the time about being kept. Being kept. When you're kept, it's a bad thing. Being kept is a bad thing because you never seem to live down what it is that somebody did for you. Man, fuck you. I ain't got time for that. Sorry, y'all. I don't have time for that. I'd rather do it for myself. And that's my thing. If I do it for me, can't nobody take it away. If I do it for me, can't nobody throw it in my face. And I just can't get into that. Thank you, Lena. I just can't. I can't. I can't. And you know who you're dealing with. You know what I mean? You know your family. I love my family, but I'm good. I'm all right. Whatever I acquire, let me get it. I'm a man. Let me go get my own shit. Let me go get my own shit. Because I don't want nobody throwing nothing in my face. I don't. I don't. I've been told by a individual, I could pay your mortgage and this, that, and the other and all that. I said, no. I mean, I know he could. I know he could. And if I sat here and told you that I didn't consider it, I'd be a lying bitch. But I said, you know what I could do with my mortgage payment every month? Just free at hand. Do you know? Okay? Well, how I could cross my legs, honey? Y'all think I be acting up. Maybe I can cross my legs and really be talking shit. But what does that look like? What does that look like? What does that look like? And shortly after having that conversation, about a month or two later, this person and I ran into this whole thing of, well, I wanted to see you. Okay. I wasn't available. Now it's a whole big problem. Can you imagine how big of a problem it would be if I had let that person pay my mortgage and I let that person keep me, and then I don't move how they want me to move? You bold enough not paying nothing to tell me about where I should be and how I should be moving. Can you imagine what that would look like if I let you pay an old nasty piece of a bill around here? No, baby. This say James. All of it. It say James and the name of the bank, honey. From the rooter to the goddamn tutor. Being kept is not cute. It is not cute. Now, you can give me anything you want. You can hand me some money in my hand and whatever. But just saying, I'm going to pay your mortgage and I'm going to do that, and then I'm depending on you doing it. No. No. You can't keep me. You can't keep me. You say they always want access. And wouldn't you have to give it to them? Wouldn't you have to give it to them? And you have to know who you're dealing with. You have to know who you're dealing with. You really do. I had another little thing. I was ready to go into that, but I ain't even going into that. I've given y'all much too much. Y'all got enough. Y'all got enough of my business. Get out of my face. Get out of my face. But no, being kept is not good. So the whole thing with the mother living over there and Angela and her daughter talking shit to the mother, I ain't down with that. And then that whole situation turned into a bigger thing. And then the sister going to jump on Angela's daughter. Oh, hell no. Hell no. Are you crazy? I love my family dearly, but shit is in levels. I wish my brother would jump on one of my kids. What? Come here, honey. I know you done lost your damn mind. You jumping on my damn kids? Are you crazy? No. You don't chastise my kids. What kind of mess is that? And from what I get, they not close like that. They're not close like that. Shit coming levels. That Yeah, all that was a mess. And there's still some more parts of that story that we didn't get because it was still a little bit all over the place. And Angela, you sitting there, then you had to bust these tears down. Remember, the daughter's your best friend. And then you carrying on about her eloping and getting married, and they told you she got married. Like I said, is she your best friend? Where's the rest of the story? Where's the part of the story that the daughter felt a kind of way about you to where she ain't tell you that she was getting married? You didn't know that her and the little boy was in each other's space that deep that they wanted to get married. How you not know that, sis? See what I mean? There's some pieces of this missing. And then we're going to go over there to your house. I don't like the way your husband talked to you. You crazy as hell. I wish that nappy head would sit up and get me on camera and tell me, wash your hands. Who is you talking to? And meanwhile, she done washed her hands. And would you say for 4 months, James, the mama told it, right. That's all a mess. There's a whole bunch of the story missing. A whole bunch. But he sat over there looking like he looking all crazy. And I told you, he looked like he the one that needs the peach. Because I be having more to say about him than her. He's irritating. He and y'all used to talk about Peter. Child, take Peter over Charles any day. Peter was entertaining. Charles is literally abrasive and not fun to watch. I think he's ignorant as hell. He's just ignorant. I was like, talking to your wife like that? Why are you talking to me about that? Huh? What are you talking about? You talking to her like she is a second-class citizen up in there. Wash your hands. She's not your child. Y'all got it all screwed up over at that house. And it do seem as though he calls the shots and everybody else fall in line. Because again, all y'all are kept, right? Ain't that what I was just... See, I was bringing it full circle for y'all. Old Charlesy boy pay for everybody. Charles pays the cost to be the boss, and he talked to all y'all like shit. Isn't that right? Not in my life. I wish I would. Child plays. Not at all. Ain't no way. Trying to think, what else did I want to talk about in this episode? I could kind of really skip some of the other stuff because those were the main things that really went on. Some of the other stuff was just us piling on. They were scenes that were piled in to lead us up to the point of what went on with Kenya at her event. We did see Monyetta and Cynthia were there. And Cynthia, well, all the girls, all the other peach holders literally were like, oh no. No. Like, this ain't cool. I'm not here. They literally let Kenya know in real time, girl, we ain't on board with what you're doing. We don't like this. This is really a bit too much. And they left. Cynthia told her flat out, and Cynthia didn't have to do it on camera. Because I know in real time, Cynthia and Kenya are having some issues. She didn't really have to do it on camera, but I think it was just so abrasive how things went down that it just had to be said because you was just too out there. And Cynthia said, you better than this. You are better than this. What she said was correct. She didn't say anything wrong, but it's your friend. You know, it's just a thing about your friend chastising you in front of people. You know what I mean? But you were just out of order, and all the ladies agreed for a change. Kelly rolled up out of there. When the first slide came up and then she was moving to the second slide, she's like, oh, no. And that's the other thing. She wasn't even there. She left. So, I mean, it'd been different if she was standing there trying to argue with you. You know what I mean? It might have felt different if she had been dragging you and you just felt like, okay, I got to really give it to you because you're really trying it. She was gone. Kelly had to run outside and tell her what you were doing. Because I don't even think Kelly even seen the third slide. I don't think she even seen you drive and put down the partition, please. I don't think she even seen that one. I think she was already gone out of the building, talking smack. No, Spill It. Boy, everybody want Dr. Jackie to check heavily on camera. The Cynthia should have checked Kenya on camera. But they want them to check Dr. Jackie, period. I don't think they go and mess with Dr. Jackie, period. Dr. Jackie don't play that shit. I don't get to tell Jackie nothing, period. Don't call me afterwards. Don't fool with me. Get out of my face. But she did. I mean, it was what it was. And, you know, Kenya's always been out of control. But that's Kenya. Kenya has a specific way of doing things. And this time, I think it really did backfire on her. It was like she really thought she was turning it. And it really just did not. It really backfired. And it looked really, really bad. It looked really bad. And truly, I still say, if it were me, I would have fired them both. I wouldn't want either one of them attached to my brand at this point. I would have fired both of them. I'd fired both of them. And I early in the episode where Shamia and Angela made up and Brit came in, she was just kind of Shamia was looking at her then. Because, you know, she kept bouncing back and forth and you trying to convince us that you're nice. And you were talking about Porsha and saying that if Porsha had did what she did, you'd have slapped her. So you're steadily trying to convince us that you're this nice person, but you always revert to this violence thing. Girl, you needed to be let go. You and Kenya. Period. I think that if Bravo would have got in a timely manner, then we would have just lost one Peach, which was a new Peach. We didn't have to have her. She's new. We don't know her. We didn't have to have her. We don't know her. But even though they didn't, and then this happened, y'all both equally wrong, and y'all need to go. Y'all both need to go. Y'all both is giving ticky, ticky, boom, boom, honey. And I would get y'all as far away from my brand as possible. And doing that, that's it. That's all I have. I don't have anything more to say about this. I'm really pretty disgusted with all of it. It was tacky. Very tacky. And it wasn't. You didn't really get down. You really messed yourself up. You made people look at you crazy. And I think you done messed up. And I don't think nobody really care about your spa. I really don't. It's like, again, what does the spa do really? What's the spa about? Ain't nobody gonna remember nothing. They ain't gonna remember the hair show and the little girl that won the hair show because that was supposed to be her moment. It was supposed to be your moment. It was supposed to be baby girl's moment. I think all that got lost in the sauce, and all it was some messy ass camera time for Bravo. And that's it. And that's all I got to say. Y'all have a good afternoon, and I will talk to y'all later because we got to talk about Married to Medicine Part 3. Yeah, we do. So much to say. So much to say. All right, y'all. Talk to y'all later. Bye.